Okay, what's up? It's Ron. I want you to take a walk with me. I want to talk to you about something important, something that I know that if you listen to, it'll absolutely change your life. You ready for this? Okay. You have two ears and you have space in between it. Something called a brain is sitting in between that, right? I'm going to tell you something about the brain that no one ever talks about. This is the most important thing you can ever understand. Whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're somebody who just doesn't want to be stressed out, someone you want to be more efficient, you want to get things done. I think every human works in something. And I know that we can all be a little bit more productive. You know, there's a poverty of attention and there's a wealth of information. We're in a digital age, and I know this is something that we can all utilize. Now, the brain, I learned this from a book called Getting Things Done by David Allen. What the brain is, it's used to think, okay? It's used to process information. It is not used to store information, it is used to process information. So what does that mean? If you have a thought, if you have an idea, if you have something that came in your imagination telling you that you need to do something and you're not writing it down, you're setting yourself up for disaster. Literally, it's a recipe for disaster, and it's something that you should not be doing. What you need to do is whenever you have a thought, whenever you have an idea, whenever you have something in your mind, write it the fuck down. I remember I went to Vegas. I went to Vegas in February this year, and I was talking to this guy Chris Record. I was also talking to this guy Mario Brown. Mario Brown was the one who told me this, and Ben Atkins. These guys are like millionaire dudes in my space, and what they were saying is, quickest way to become millionaire is know how to use a calendar, right? When you have a thought, when someone tells you, hey, I want to do this on this date, or you're like, hey, you know, in the morning, I want to have this part of my morning routine. If you're not writing it down, your mind's going to go crazy because your mind isn't built to store information. You know, by default, everyone just, you know, when you listen to something at a seminar, you just nod your head. When you're in class, you just nod your head. You know, when you have a good idea, you're just like, oh, I remember that's a good idea. I'm just going to let that thought marinate in my head. Stop letting thoughts marinate in your head. Write it down. When Charles Darwin was doing, when he was in the Galapagos Islands and he was looking at different animal species, he wasn't having them all in his head. He wasn't just saying, oh, that bird's different from that bird, I'm gonna remember that. No, he had a fucking notebook and he wrote it the fuck down. Same thing with John Locke, same thing with everyone who's ever done anything who's extremely efficient, right? I went to school for science. When we're in the lab, when we have observations, we're not like, that's pretty good, I'm gonna remember that. We write it the fuck down, and then we translate it into a lab report that we can overview later. So I want you to stop using your mind to store information. Write things down. You're human. You are not superhuman. The mind is not built to store information. It is not a storage unit. It's not a storage place where you just store things and you just let it marinate, because you're gonna forget. You have to write things down. An example was, I was listening to a Bob Proctor video in the car a friend sent me, and he was talking about attention, and a good way to strengthen your attention is to light a candle in the morning and before you go to sleep, and try to focus all your energy on the flame. You know, keep your mind engaged in that flame, and whenever the attention diverts, go back to the flame and keep your mind focused on the flame, you know. And once you do this for 3 months every morning, only for a couple minutes every morning, you're gonna develop a willpower that is stronger towards attention. You're gonna be able to will your attention a little bit stronger, like a muscle. And this is true because Daniel Goleman also talks about this in his book Focus, and his talk at, I think, Google. So I could have said, hey, that's really cool, I like that, and memorize it. Or, okay, I'm gonna write this the fuck down in my notepad in my phone, you know, and do it tomorrow morning. But I wrote it down. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I wrote it down to do it. I didn't let it marinate in my head. So for you, write things down. If you have a good idea, write it down quickly, okay? If you have like you're in class and you're sitting in the front, write everything down that the professor's saying. Write it all down, right? If whatever you need to do, just get into the habit of writing things down. Do not use your mind as a storage unit. It's not meant to store information. Okay, it's good to memorize, but we can only pay attention to 5 to 7 things at a time anyways. Our brain isn't meant to, like right now I'm focused on the video. There's probably people in the video watching me that even notice because I don't even care. I'm more focused on getting this message across, right? That's how the brain works. So for you, it's like you can't memorize everything. Write things down, get into the habit of writing things down because the brain is a thinking. It's used to think. It is not used to store information, okay? So, you know, if you guys want to see more vids, you know, I'm gonna have more on the YouTube channel, Young Intellectuals. I'm also gonna have, you know, my Snapchat. You can follow me, Ron Pascal 1. I'm on Instagram too. We're just gonna, you know, keep doing videos and keep getting good information out. All right. So, you know, there's little kids around. They're all watching me on the camera. Woo! Yeah, little kids are happy. Little kids. We got the ducks here. Before we leave, I'm gonna show you the beautiful ducks. We got the ducks. See, they're a lot like us, you know? Different species, but the same thing. We all chill with each other, have fun, enjoying the weather, right? This baby duck. Hey, buddy. All right, so the mind is used to think, not store information. I'll see you guys later. Follow the YouTube, follow the Snapchat, whatever you want to do, we're there, right? Ciao.